Hello, in this video, I would like to talk about Schedule A disability for trying to get federal jobs and the importance of getting good grades in college. Now, if we look at a job posting for the federal government in particular, this can be done on usajobs.gov. We will see that most, if not all, of the jobs that are listed under Schedule A capacity, meaning jobs that are specifically opened for people with severe disabilities, we will see that a major requirement for those jobs is that a person submit their college transcripts and also have a 3.0 GPA. Now, I'm not entirely sure how solid the 3.0 GPA requirement is, but let's just assume for now that requirement is set in stone and is unmovable. Now, since your college transcripts are requested, or better yet, mandated to be submitted with your application, the federal government employer can easily verify that what you submitted as your true GPA during your application is actually your true GPA on your transcript. Now, this just goes to show that getting a federal government job is not easy. It is not easy for anyone, but it is also not easy for the severely disabled. To get a 3.0 GPA in college is not impossible, but it can be rather difficult depending on your strengths and weaknesses and how well your chosen major matches your strengths and weaknesses. To obtain a 3.0 GPA in college, you have to work routinely. You cannot take many breaks, and you also must be somewhat academically gifted. Now, the best way to ensure that someone obtains and maintains a 3.0 GPA all the way through college is to avoid getting any grades of C or lower. If you make a habit of getting C's in your college classes, you will very likely not reach a 3.0 GPA in college. You can get a few grades of C, but they must be balanced out by you obtaining many, many A's. And this is just difficult. It is somewhat difficult to get A's in college it requires mastery of the subject matter. It is much easier to just avoid getting C's in the first place. If you can instead get B minuses or B's, your task of reaching a 3.0 GPA is made much more doable. Now, there are a few reasons someone would get a C in a college class. The class could just be too hard for them, or more likely, their workload is just too high, and that person cannot devote the time necessary to studying for the class that they are struggling in. The best way to avoid this, as I stated in a previous video, is to limit your workload. And if you feel early on that you more than likely will get a C in a class, it is not unheard of to drop the class for now and to take it at a later time when you are less busy. Now, your GPA is just a small part of your job application for federal jobs, but it is a necessary part that you submit with your application. So I felt like it was valuable to make a video just on the importance of your GPA, just to remind people to not overlook their study efforts in college and to always try your best.